Hey y'all, it's Kim. So back in the 1960s, Kennedy had concerns about Israel getting a hold of nuclear weaponry. It's the original document that I'm getting some of this from. Let me go back up here. It's called Kennedy, Dimona, and the Nuclear Proliferation Problem. This is 1961 to 62. Down here at the very bottom, they've got a bunch of documents to reference, like between the State Department and just different individuals within his cabinet, going back and forth about all of this. Let's see here. So I'm just going through these documents. It's right here, 3B, Memorandum of Conversation, U.S. Israeli Relations, the Dimona Reactor, 26th of February 1961 is considered confidential. Obviously, not anymore. But anyway, so this is February 26th, 1961, Memorandum of Conversation. You'll see it. It'll say something like MemCon. That's what that means. Department of State, subject U.S. Israeli relations, Dimona Reactor. Participants, Mr. Theodore Kalik, Director General, Prime Minister's Office in Israel. G. Lewis Jones, Assistant Secretary for NEA. And that says, note, Teddy Kollek has been my friend since before Israel came into being. We've kept in touch with each other through the years. And when I was in Cairo, he twice came to Cyprus to meet with me. He is a behind the scenes figure well known to all those dealing with Israel and has been the pipeline to Ben Gurion for successful American ambassadors to Israel. On February 22nd, Ambassador Harmon arranged at his residence a small dinner party consisting of the two Harmons, my wife and myself, and Kalik. This was a social occasion, but the Israelis are not averse to talking business at such times. I knew that Kalik was bringing a message from Ben Gurion about the reactor, but I decided to let him take, the initiative if he wanted to do so. He did not. We talked only about the general political situation in Israel. I told Kalik I hope to see him again. On February 26th, Kalik came alone to my house and we talked for over an hour with no one else present. The following emerged: Reactor. Kalik brought up this subject, saying that he had noted my reticence on the previous occasion. I said that newly independent states are highly sensitive regarding matters touching their sovereignty, and I was waiting for him to speak first. It's a confidential information copy. Teddy said he was present when Harmon's telegram reporting his talk with the secretary on February 13th had been received by Ben Gurion. BG's first reaction had been to wonder why, when the secretary raised the question of immigration into Israel, Harmon had not said that if the USSR would let the Jews go, Israel would take them all in and damn the consequences. As regards the visit to the Dimona reactor, Kalik said he saw no reason why this should not take place during the month of March, whether or not new elections are to be held in Israel. In March, Ben Gurion would still head the caretaker government. I replied that from the point of view of U.S.-Israeli relations, the visit could not take place too soon. I said that I would be interested in his ideas as to the level of the visit. I felt certain that Israel would want to measure the world at large regarding Dimona, perhaps inviting some of those attending the Geneva IAEA meeting to come and see Dimona. However, such a publicized visit might take a little time to arrange and conceivably would have political implications for is that Q Q O I? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Okay, I thought that initially the need was for the U.S. expert, not necessarily a name brand, to visit Dimona quietly at an early date. Kolek said he agreed and added that Israel had in mind in coming months to give a life photographer the run of Dimona so that some pictures would appear in Life magazine. He recognized, however, the importance of an unpublicized visit by a U.S. expert and reiterated he was certain this could be arranged during March. I had the impression that Kolek's view of the importance of the Dimona Führer has been accentuated by his talks with leading American Jews. I told Kolek that as a friend, I thought he should know that suspicions of Israel's intentions in the nuclear field were heightened by the fact that Israel's nuclear program was conducted by the Israeli Ministry of Defense, Ben Gurion being defense minister. Kolek readily took the point. He said that using defense was a great administrative convenience to the GOI since defense had superior security and was subject to a high degree of control. He said, do you think it would be better if we turn the responsibility over to the Wiseman Institute? I guess that's what it looks like. I said that from the public relations point of view, I was convinced that this would be a good move. It would damp down many suspicions. The Wiseman Institute had already asked for IAEA experts. By giving Dimona the same status as the small reactor, suspicions would be allayed. Kolek replied, I think this can be arranged. Note, in speaking of the Ministry of Defense, Kolek said that this agency of the GOI, I guess the government of Israel, was conducting a number of development projects, including weapons, communications, equipment, explosives, and missiles. Comment, I believe that Kolek would not have been so sure about the invitation in March if he did not have Ben Gurion's backing. I will consult with SAE, Mr. Farley, with regard to the individual who might accept such an invitation. Anyway, confidential informational copy. Anyway, that's that document. I'll look at some others and get them loaded up. See y'all later. Bye.